Hello and good evening. I'm just setting up and I just wanted to make sure I can see the chat bar, so if anyone is in here, when you come in, you can just leave a little message so I can check. So I'm just going to begin. So today is new moon in Sagittarius. So this new moon energy is upon us, and yeah, I don't know about anyone else, but I've been feeling this new moon energy is super intense at the moment. For me, when a new moon happens, obviously a new moon is when it's darkest in the sky, so you won't see it like the full moon. It'll just be dark, so it's creating a bit of a shadow for us. And I don't know about anyone else, but for me, I'm just like, oh my god, when a new moon's coming, I know, because my energy just goes psh, like I lose all my energy, so I get really tired. I have to nap more. Like my dreams are always way more vivid around like the moon cycles. So it's just a time where I think, yeah, we have to pause and reflect. We have to listen to our body, listen to the needs, and if we need more rest at that time, then we just have to honor that within ourselves and yeah, have the rest that we need. So I'm gonna get into it. So, and obviously if any more people join, then you just watch where you're at, and of course if you're watching it on the replay, just join in and partake then, because I think there's no better thing than taking part in obviously nature, the cycles of nature, and connecting with those energies that are available to us. So just one moment. Okay, great, I can see the chat that's there. Okay, so new moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, so if you're a Sagittarius as well, you're going to feel this more intensely. We are also in a universal 1 month. One is that energy of independence, leadership, new beginnings, new starts, trying something new, which does really tie into this new moon energy. So again, if you're a life path 1, you will probably be feeling this month like maybe more significant to you as well. And it is an invitation to start anew and to connect with the magic around us. And the energy, of course, this month is fresh starts, new beginnings, setting new goals and intentions, and embrace your existing possibilities. So I would just say as well to grab yourself pen and paper, and yeah, pen and paper will be fine to do your new moon thing. I also have my cinnamon here, which I'm going to be using to just enhance my intentions, but I'll show you that in a bit. And yeah, I feel like as well this month is about anchoring in our, anchoring our dreams, but into reality. So having the dream, but connecting to reality as well. And the energy of this Sagittarius energy brings exploration and a love for learning. So it's a perfect time to learn more. Great time to embrace new life experiences, personal growth, putting yourself first, your independence, and also embracing that free spirit energy as well. And connecting to your spirit and to yourself and seeing where that leads you, where that guides you, because that's also really powerful. However, energetically, there is a lot going on, because tomorrow, I don't know as well, it depends where in the world you are. So for instance, here in the UK, the new moon does fall today, the 12th, but in other parts of the world, it might be the 13th, but then we go into retrograde, Mercury retrograde, which is always a bit of a tough one. So yeah, as of tomorrow, we're entering that Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is the planet of communication. So it's kind of that opposite to the new start energy, because generally when planets are in Mercury retrograde, we kind of advise people like it's not per se the best time to start something new. It's not the best time to like go and sign a new contract on a house, to go and buy something really big and expensive, maybe to like plan your perfect holiday, because what happens is the communication element of Mercury and it's in retrograde, that means it's going backwards. So it can cause delays. It can cause problems with communication. So I always suggest just to kind of pause and take things slow. It's only for a couple of weeks. So I think towards the end of December the 30th or the 1st of Jan, then we come out of the Mercury retrograde. But it's also a time where things maybe that haven't been resolved or issues still from the past may then come back up to resurface to kind of as well reheal. Mercury, again, let's have a look what I've also put on my notes. Yeah, so if you're starting anything new, say like a new business, I'd probably maybe hold off a little bit on that, or signing of a contract, anything really, really important, pause. But if you did have to go through with it, obviously just tune into your intuition, but take things slowly and double check and triple check over them, because the last thing you want to do is, yeah, get delayed even more, which will probably potentially happen, or errors, you know, like not checking something or not communicating something properly, or even when you travel, there may just be extra delays. So they're kind of like a few points just to bear in mind with the Mercury retrograde. And yeah, you might also find electrical glitches, technological stuff, might have a few problems with those, and yeah, communication. So you could be saying something to someone, but maybe they just misunderstand you. It comes off in the wrong way. I've already seen that kind of playing out a little bit leading up until this Mercury retrograde anyway. Yeah, which I think, although we're in this new start energy, January in numerology is still a universal 9 month. So even though people think we're going into this like new year 2024, which we are, but that month things don't really get going for new starts until around February, March time. And astrologically, that's normally the same anyway. The new year is March. So January, again, being a universal 9 month, it will be more of the time to just, let's say, release what's no longer serving, letting go of what's no longer serving, and just thinking about what energy you want to take with you into the year ahead, because that will be the time to leave behind those energy or the things or the people that aren't serving you anymore, so you can make a fresh start then going ahead in February and March. That's how I'd, you know, personally look at doing it. Okay, I'm swiping along on the technical screen there. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to get distracted. But yeah, also a good time to declutter as well. Going into next month, that would be a good time too, and just, yeah, physically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. So the main themes of this new moon are faith, hope and vision. So I always find coming together at these times, because even though we might be going through so much in our own lives, or we might be dealing with difficult things, when we come together to work in alignment with the cycles of nature, that can be super, super powerful and super healing. And of course, that is what I want to bring into the world for everyone, and just bring a bit of that light and healing into our lives where we need that, and trust that it will naturally go there. So another interesting fact as well about the Sagittarius energy that it's falling in today is Sagittarius actually rules the thighs. So relating to your body now, it is the thighs, which kind of ties into the 1 month we're in, one being, you know, our root chakra, the base of the spine there, you know, legs, feet. So yeah, thighs. So it's an ideal time. So if you did have a health concern or a problem with your thighs, potentially that is the time to like maybe have healing done. But it's also not the time to put extra strain, extra burden or operate on that area when the moon is in Sagittarius. Just a little fact for you there. So I'm going to just get into it now. I want to start setting my intentions. So I'm going to show you like just a little something that I've done just to start. So if you get like your pen and your paper, and also if you're on the live, if you just want to like drop a comment at all, you can. If you've got any questions, just drop it in the comment. I should be able to see it. So this is new moon in Sagittarius. I've just got a nice little bit of card, piece of paper, and I've literally just put new moon in Sagittarius. I've put the date, and then I've just put new moon intentions for my highest good from the highest good. I put a few like little cute stickers on there just to make it look cute. Because sometimes, if you're like me, I like to keep my new moon lists, because I feel like I can go back and reflect on it then, and it's something to look back on and to remind yourself then of what you've set out and what you're looking to bring into your life, and then, you know, read through it every so often. And there's just some of these little stickers, they say, like to do, to go, to dream, so they're just little prompts, I guess. So these lists could be goals you want to achieve, something new in your life you want to bring in. Maybe it's you're looking for love, maybe it's you're looking for a new job, maybe it's you want to go on a holiday, you know. Maybe I'm going to share some of mine when I get into it, but yeah, what do you want to bring into your life? I guess, what do you want to manifest? Like, what do you want to start anew? Because this is the time now, when the moon's at its darkest, this is the time to plant the seed. So this is basically us now. Imagine we're going in the garden, we've got the little seeds, and we're going to like plant them into the earth. So with that, we're going to set an intention. So that's all it is basically. And then as nature goes through its cycle again up until a full moon, it goes through a growth process, doesn't it? And that's where we have to also like be active in that, but put our trust and faith in the universe that as long as what we're asking for is for our highest good, and be patient with that, because things don't always come through super quick. Sometimes we have got to wait a little bit longer. So set yourself up. Like, I've just got like my candles on, got a little bit of energy. You can just clear your own energy, even just with your hands. You might want to just do a little bell chime, you know, just to clear your energy, just to center yourself. So the energy from the day, you're literally sweeping that away, saging, cleansing that away. So you're here in the present moment to tune into your higher self. I've also just got, I love my essential oils. So I've just got like a little bit of ylang ylang. And I'm just breathing some of that in. Ylang ylang is great for like confidence, which I do need, because I, despite maybe looking calm, cool and collected, I actually get really nervous when I do videos, especially live, because you're just like there in the moment. So sometimes I will stutter or stumble upon my words, even though I've written all my notes out. But then we've got Clara Sage. And again, that one's really good for the mind, just clear thinking. So I'm just leave those out, just smell those anyway, just to, and it grounds you actually as well. They're really good because in that moment it just grounds you, because you're focusing on that instead of all these other things. So just got to drink a bit of water. So I'm going to think about what I'm going to add to my list. So if you are on the call, if you're watching this back, now is the time to get your pen and paper out. You're going to put your new moon intentions or your new moon new starts, however you want to word it. This is just guidance and a bit of inspiration here. And I always just put, yeah, for my highest good, from the highest good, because then what you're asking for can only come to you in a way that's serving your highest good. Because I always say this, just be careful of what you ask for. Because sometimes people can ask for things or want things, and then they might get annoyed when they're not getting them. But maybe that's like, maybe it's about reassessing that. Maybe it's not right for you at that time. Maybe it's not in alignment with your highest good, or maybe you're actually energetically blocking yourself. There can always be a couple of reasons. So I'm just going to start by writing my list. So I'll just give us a couple of minutes just to write down some of our intentions, then we can share them. And after we've done that, I'm going to show you like a vision board as an idea for something else for you to do for next year. And then we'll pull some cards and I'll put some healing into everyone's intentions. So it's going to be great. So this can be hard, can't it? Thinking like, it's funny, all month I talk about all these things, or I'm like visioning them and feeling them, but now I've actually got to be centered and present and really tune into that. It's kind of changing my thoughts a little bit. Okay, so I've written a couple of things onto my list. I'm probably, to be honest, gonna go back to it probably later tonight, because knowing me, like a couple of little things, I'm probably gonna do the full pages, and then I'll also add on to it just a couple of things like gratitude that I'm grateful for, because I just think it complements the energy of what we're intending for, that we then show gratitude for as well. So then I'm literally just going to show you. So I'm just going to get this is just a little personal technique I do. Now, sometimes I will leave my new moon list out on like the window ledge. Sometimes I might put some like flower petals, some rose petals on it, just to embody it with like that loving energy. You might even want to put like maybe some essential oils too. And I'm literally just going to get my cinnamon stick. And I'm just going to put this in my candle flame just to light it just a touch. And just as well as a reminder, these things are super powerful. Like when we're doing this in a group, so there's multiple energies combined, it's even more powerful because you're all collectively working for your highest good, for your intentions. So it's not just your own energy, you've got like universal energy, my spirit team, your own spirit team, and all of our own unique energies on the call. So just remember, like I always say to people, like keep an open heart and an open mind, because some of the things I've even been manifesting or intending for, they've come into my life so much quicker, even before this new moon, like, but they might just be things I've been feeling, but it's about feeling that energy. So say for instance now something you've written on your list. So like for instance, one thing I wrote was friendships, but then I'm gonna like feel into that, and how would that feel to have these wonderful, incredible friendships with like amazing people. So I'm gonna feel into that and like visualize that, and that is a part of the manifesting, because when you can feel it, you start to believe it. Another one, like losing weight, for instance, like how will that look? How will that feel? The same way if you're looking for love, you know, maybe visualizing the qualities of that person you want, that feeling of being with that person. So that all ties into it. So I'm going to go back to the cinnamon. Okay, so as you can see, I've just lit that. And then all I'm going to do, I literally do like 3 circles, if you can see, around my list. And I'm just sealing that with like love and protection. And that's just a way of like, for me, blessing and putting an extra level of intention into it. Because cinnamon is just something I personally like, but it's used in like a lot of kind of rituals and things, but it's really positive because, you know, back in ancient times, oh hey, like cinnamon was like a really, you know, special kind of thing. Like you couldn't really get hold of it. Like it's very sacred. So that's why I like it, because it just adds that extra blessing into it. So I personally love it, and it smells kind of refreshing. Like it does smell better than sage, so even just to like cleanse your own energy, cleanse your home, that's super good to use. So I've just literally put that onto my list, so let's pop that to the side. So if anyone wants to share anything that they're like wanting to set their intention for this new moon, you can just drop it into the comments. and then we'll just like send some good energy. Everyone that's on the call, you can just send good energy to the person's intentions. So I'll wait and see if anyone writes anything, but for mine, I just obviously put like, I want to continue. I'm writing book at the moment, well, books, so I'm going to try and like really motivate and continue to do that. Obviously using healing gifts in the best possible way to help in the world, losing weight, healing myself. I mean, these are just examples. Obviously I'm gonna add more onto my list, but yeah. You know, reaching more people, again, even just like here on YouTube, just to help people on their own healing journeys. Yeah, I put about friendships, obviously love, you know, just all those kind of things that I've put onto my list. And like I said, I'm going to go back over it and refine it a little bit more, because this is just an outline. But say if there's something really specific, like, I don't know, let's just say someone wants like a new car, or I don't know, yeah, they are looking for that certain type of person in their life, or you're looking for a house. Let's use this one. So say you're looking for a house, right, and you want a house, so visualize the kind of home you want, like visualize it in your mind's eye. You could even like draw it out if you know that area, visualize that, but don't think, okay, I just don't think that can happen for me, so there's just no way I could do it. Do you know what I mean? So don't see it like that. So if you want to live, like, let's say in a certain area, why don't you just start walking around that area and feel like the energy of, oh, I'm actually in this area. How's this feel for me? Could you picture yourself living there? Go to a coffee shop in that area. Like, little steps like that is actually how you can start manifesting it, because you're not trying to control, like, has to be this house on this road and like, you're not trying to do that, because sometimes things could just fall into play further down the line. But by you embracing that, so walking in that area, going to the shops in that area, maybe start, like, it might just be, I don't know, a yoga class in that area, or like I say, going to the coffee shop there, but you start building the energy towards what you're looking for. The same way, if you're looking for love, then, you know, the more you start loving yourself and doing positive things in your own life, you will naturally attract that more. Okay, someone's wrote in the comments about improving my health. So again, that's like a super powerful one. The fact that you've even just put it out there, that's going to be really powerful for you, because you're already starting that now. So again, the energetic frequency that maybe you can't see, but that's already building. So just on that one, improving my health, I think that's something we can all probably do. And I think we all go through times in our lives where health can be a concern. So I'm just going to just tune in for you there and just send some good healing energy in. Anyone else on the call, like, you're also welcome just to send some good, positive and healing energy in to this person. Yeah, and we ask for healing for your highest vibrational good to be sent to you. And just sit there with your hand on your heart and your other hand like this open, so that you're actually open to just receive that healing energy in. And have an open mind on like where the journey will take you, because sometimes what we maybe have in our mind of how we want that to go, or how that might look for us, maybe the universe has something better in store for us, or something that's, you know, going to be more helpful. Because I can always feel like sometimes, like, yeah, you can advise someone and tell them what to do, but then maybe they might be closed off to that, and it has to come to them in a different way, or the message has to come in a different way. So I'll just send that in there for you. Okay, if anyone else wants to share theirs, you are more than welcome. And while I'm just waiting to see if anyone else drops a comment in there, I'm just going to show you just a quick example of a vision board that I did for, I put 2024, but I can't lie to you, things on here have already kind of come in. Some things have already like came through. That's what I mean about the manifesting. Sometimes it just happens like before you think it will. So in the middle, and by the way, I'm going to extend on this, so let me just hold it up. Let's have a look. A few people said to me, you may not think things are changing for the positive for you, but it's the energy work that we can't see that actually is happening behind the scenes. So I'm guessing that was going to say faith. That's super true, actually. Yeah, because, yeah, and I do find this a lot for people that are on like their spiritual paths or their healing journeys, is that actually, sometimes, yeah, we think things are getting harder or worse for us, but as well, we have to evolve and change as people. And that can mean like the people that surround us change throughout our lives. Like, you know, sometimes we have to shed layers of ourselves, which means as well shedding other people, other situations that are no longer serving us. So yeah, Martina, that's so true. And yeah, there is so much going on energetically that often people can't see. They can only see the physical manifestation of that. Oh, and thank you, you're most welcome. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. But this 2024 vision board anyway, faith, yes, ran out of characters. That's fine. Well, faith also was a theme of today's call. So yeah. Now this is just a little, let me try hold it back because I know my room and the lighting's not the best in here. So this is like my 2022 vision board. Obviously, I think I need to do about 4 or 5 more of these, but I actually found this really therapeutic. So I just got some old magazines and I started cutting out things that I was drawn to. So obviously here you can see a picture of someone like being healed, like with the energy, and I just put healing above. Because yeah, I want to be doing more healing. Here you can just see like it's just a cute cafe. I love that outside vibe, the bikes, just the sun. Like it just kind of gave me like, I don't know, it just gave me vibes. And that's the thing, if your soul or something resonates within you towards something, that's just your inner calling towards it. Here as well, this is actually a horse because believe it or not, I actually really love horses and I do kind of want to go on a horse. So it's so random, but I put that on there. And then it says, I shall manifest my highest, I think it says good, when I allow myself to align with the universe. I like that. Then you got a woman exercising, because I was like, you know what, I want to get back into fitness. Then you've got a herbal garden here. And yes, I want to, again, when the weather's a little better, be growing more herbs and things. Then we've got some beautiful sunlight, just kind of a holiday vibe. And then I've kind of got like an outside cabin kind of vibe as well, because I've always loved those wooden kind of outside kind of, yeah, just cabiny kind of nature vibe. So they were like, that was just one example. Oh, and the books, you can see the books as well, which kind of was tying into what I was saying about writing my book. And as you can see, guys, I love to read. Martina, you're just tuning into me right now. I was literally about to go on to Pinterest. It's good to do the vision board because it's got the great pictures, but you like doing the physical version too. Yes, because again, I love Pinterest. Like, oh my God, I've been doing so many on Pinterest. I have thousands on there. And like, I love it because you see things from all over the world, all different places. And that's a super great way to manifest things as well. Okay, let me read the next comment. I want to rid of spiritual attacks. It's been years now. May this time they finally listen. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's quite a deep one. Which kind of ties into the theme of the year ahead, 8 energy, which is power, but also your personal power. So it's testing you, but I know this kind of ties into your life path of connecting to source and spirit, because it's for you to have trust and faith and above that you are protected, but also to know of your own personal power, because we all have our own personal power. So how can I say, just like a boxer is going to prepare to fight, they're going to physically train, they're going to mentally train, they know what they have to do. You know, like they physically put their gloves on, that's protecting their hands. As a basic example, but spiritually it's kind of different because we come into the world and we're not necessarily taught things like spiritual protection, energetic protection, and they're things that I would say, especially correlating to your life path, in your life particularly, the lessons you're learning are basically, you're learning it through life lessons. So you're not picking up a book, you're not relying on anyone else to tell you how to learn it. Like, your way of learning your wisdom and knowledge in the world is, I know it's kind of like a difficult way to describe it, but it is through those lessons you've had to go through. So I would say with that, yes, tune into your personal power, and yes, look at strengthening. Just like in the gym or someone preparing for a fight physically, they strengthen their body physically. For you, it would be building your spiritual practice and your spiritual protection. And that would serve you really well. So that's kind of my advice, what I would say on that. And also believing as well and remembering that you are divinely connected and protected, and to call on spirit and connect with them when you need them to help. But don't give away your personal power as well. That's like one message I'm definitely going to say to you. Don't give away your personal power. Remember, we all have our own personal power, but just really reinforce yours with boundaries, physical boundaries, emotional boundaries, and spiritual boundaries. And just look, a lot of grounding, a lot of visualization, energetic clearing as well will be really helpful to you, because that will help protect you with that. But yeah, we're just gonna send some healing in, everyone, just with that comment there about the spiritual attacks. Like, if you're on the call, we just send some good vibes and healing energy there to help with that intention as well. And knowing it's because you have a really bright light about you that it often can attract, it's like moth to a flame, isn't it? That the light will sometimes trigger the darkness in others. That's like another way to kind of view it, because yeah, it's very easy. I get it a lot. Even it's like people can get like very jealous easily, or they see something in you maybe that they want, or sometimes it's an unconscious thing, like you're saying, with it being spiritual. They just see it, the light and your energy, and it's like that maybe triggers their own healing in them, but then they don't like that. So it's like a, you know, and I always say, like, yes, there is, it's like a whole topic, to be honest, but just in the way, like, physically people can hurt you, emotionally they can hurt you, spiritually people can hurt you too. That's why, again, it's just looking at, you know, your spiritual protection and your own personal power. And I think once you develop a spiritual practice and you make that a central core part of your life, that, you know, you'll be untouchable. So just, again, one of those words I'm going to say to you, hope and faith. Well, actually no, faith, because I know, like, you're more than capable. So just sending like healing into everybody on this call. Okay, so yeah, so there's some things you can do. Obviously, writing your list, super powerful. Visualizing these, like this one, I just keep it on my work desk just there, because I can look at it every day then. The same way, like we said about the Pinterest boards too, they can be good as well, because when you look at those things, you're feeling into that energy and seeing how it feels for you. And that's one of the super powerful techniques for your manifesting and setting your intentions. So I'm just going to ask now as well, if anyone on the call, if you would like any guidance or for me to pull a card for you at all, just drop it in the comments. You could put an area, for instance, if it's career, if it's relationship, or if it's family, or just general. We can see what message comes out. But I always say, again, keep an open mind and an open heart, because sometimes the message you get may not be the one you want. It may be the one that you need from spirit. So I'm just going to pull one anyway, generally, for the month, for this new moon month, and just see what energy they're guiding us with. Okay, let's have a look. Oops, because I've got like a couple of different card decks here. So let's have a look. Okay, so this card I just like pulled anyway collectively, just for this month, and I don't know if you can see this one, but it's from my Crystal Magic Tarot deck, and this is actually King of Coins. So you can see on here there's this guy who's kind of like, I don't know how to describe how he's looking, but he's kind of looking curious, confirmed, yeah, like he knows what he's doing. for sure. But the green energy, you know, that's interesting to me because that I connect that to the heart. So this one is all about taking ownership and making a success of your life on all levels. So again, connecting to our personal power. Now, King of Coins knows how to survive and thrive in a tough world. And they can handle adversity, recover and overcome loss or setbacks because they've proven this to themselves through hardship and experience. And they are they are absolutely confident. So the king can represent entrepreneurs, self-starters, leaders, and the self-employed. So that could actually be a message on here generally for people. But yeah, that leadership energy, which supports the one energy of the month, entrepreneurship, self-employed, they may be routes for you to look at. Yeah, because coins as well is that hard work and the hard work paying off. But yeah, success, you have to obviously enjoy it along the way as well. So staying present. And as an attitude or approach, the king wants you to take responsibility for your money, career, assets, and health. Be the boss of your life. No one is going to make your life happen for you or help you make a success of it. It's on you. So you have that power. On the shadow side though, okay, well, this card didn't come out upside down. So obviously the tarot does have a slightly little bit of a different way their cards come up, but yeah, that is, so this basically, and it's a bit of a slower energy. So they do say things can happen over years as opposed to weeks or months with this one. But it's definitely a really good time, I think. Just, yeah, if you're looking to do your own business or have more freedom, then this is a really good time for that. So you have that power to create positive change all around you. I love that card. Great message. Okay, so let me just go to the chat. Hold on, guys. Thank you so much. You are most welcome. Okay, Margot, hey. Okay, Margot, let's have a look what comes for you. Right, let's have a look. Just tuning into some of my card decks here. I'm going to just see what messages come out for you. Oops. Oh, we don't want that one. Okay, Margot, really interesting because you mentioned about health, didn't you? And this card just came out here. So this one is, I can allow myself to rest in the shadows because I know that the moon does too. So my interpretation of this for you is that you actually need quite a bit of rest because your body can naturally heal, but you need to give it that environment to do it. So with that, I would say just take some time out for rest and healing, because often what we go through can catch up on us, and then we then need to have that time to recoup and recharge. Also, it's worth mentioning as well, everyone, this would be relevant too, that energetically there is so much going on at the moment, especially with like solar weather, which isn't on the news. Like solar weather is something completely different, so I'll leave that up to you to have a look into it. But solar weather then energetically affects us as energetic beings. So not only have you got things that are going on in your life, you've got things that are completely energetically happening in the world that then have a physical impact on us too. So with this, Margot, please just prioritize some rest for yourself, long hot baths, you know, whatever that means for you. Maybe just a bit of time off from work, maybe a little break, even if that's just having some time in the home, because that old saying goes, if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. And I say that with love because you have to prioritize your health. That's the meaning with that one. I'm just gonna check in the numerology deck and see what else is gonna come up. Oop, I just got one that fell out here. Oh my god, Margot, you're not gonna believe this. Look what just fell out of all these cards. This one fell out for you. I'm in a total shock. See, this is why I love it, because cards are just confirmation of what we're kind of like tuning into anyway. Margot, this is 71 health. And if we add 7 and 1, that's 8. So again, 8, what goes around comes around again is your personal power. And with your health, let me say this as well. Don't give the power away to anyone else to make decisions or tell you what to do with your health, because your intuition and your soul will know what's best for you. Yeah, this is an indication with this card anyway, to focus on your well-being and self-care. You're being encouraged to explore practices and behaviours that can enhance your physical, emotional and mental health. Whether you explore conventional or alternative methods, it's important at this time to put your health and your happiness first. And this is the time as well to eliminate any unhealthy habits and behaviours that are basically stopping your success. You know, seeking professional assistance if you need, or making improvements on your own. Some of the basic necessities for optimum health are regular checkups, good nutrition, exercise, drinking plenty of water, getting a good night's sleep, detoxification, getting outside, connecting back to nature, and also avoiding toxic people and environments. And I don't think it's a coincidence that someone else has mentioned spiritual attacks on here, which Margot, I'm also going to tell you, they are the same life path as you. So I'm just saying a little bit of a synchronicity here. I don't believe in coincidences, but synchronicity. So I would really assess, Margot, like people around you, energy around you, because that could be impeding on your health as well. So be really mindful of that. And just, you know, visualize your healing, but also having some boundaries around people, I would say, as well, because it's came up on the call. And just going back to spending some quiet time alone, doing things you love, that's all going to help and help your current state of health. You are being called to take action with it though, 100%, and call upon your spirit guides and angels, your spirit team, and ask them as well to show you the next step to take for your health. So that will be something personal between you and them. Remember, you have your hotline to spirit, so call them up, ask them to show you the next logical step. So then, you know, maybe it'll just be something that pops up on your phone, maybe it'll be a conversation with someone that prompts something for you. See how it falls from there. But that's crazy because both of your cards were just completely on, this one's falling, were completely, yeah, about your health. So yeah, let me know if that resonates. I hope that's helpful to you. Pop those on there. And if anyone else wants a card, just let me know in the comments. I know the comments might be a little bit delayed from when people send them, so I'll just give that a minute to catch up. Yeah, sick 3 times in the last 4 months. So herbal medicines, yeah, that will be really beneficial to you as well. Like I swear by it. Like every morning I have like a herbal tea, and every afternoon I try in the evenings as well. And just, yeah, I just try and stick with my natural remedies because they have the least kind of side effects as well. But then I also always find, like, wherever someone gets like a sickness or an illness or whatever that may be, whatever area, it's always just something like as well energetically that needs shifting or clearing, or is trying to call your attention to, which is hard because I feel like in life, like if I use myself as an example, mine often will tend to be like with mental health, like my mind, because it's just so like that, but they're my chakras in this lifetime that I'm here to work on and heal. Whereas other people's, their stuff may be a lot more physical. Like it all just depends on the person. That can depend in life what we're going through as well. But yeah, I definitely recommend the herbal stuff. Like I've literally got cupboards and cupboards full of like all the different ones, and they're just so helpful because no matter what you're going through, like there's something that can help with that exact thing. Let's also have a look. What's absolutely amazing. Thank you, spot on. That all resonates. Great. I'm so glad. The health card. Yeah, I know. That's what freaked me out. Not freaked me out in a bad way, but like there's literally like what, 40 or 50 cards in that deck, and that was the one that literally just fell out on the floor. I wish like the camera would have shown it, but I was like, wow. So it's funny because you had said that on the intentions, so it just shows it's in alignment for you. So this is a great time. You're sowing that seed of healing, and obviously that was like kind of my intention when I set the intention for this live video, was a healing one. And sometimes I felt like with the lives, sometimes it's less pressure on myself because I just come on and like talk, and then people can watch it live or catch up. But also I think sometimes it's hard as well, like the days they fall on for different people to be free at different times. So this way, like, yeah, you can sat behind the screen probably like, you know, doing things in your own time, so it can be a little bit less pressure as like sometimes like with a Zoom, or you know, people haven't always got the times to commit at the right points. So that's why I kind of like doing these lives to come on. So yeah, the health card though, really yeah, just tune into that. But I think you definitely got to ask your spirit team for the next logical step for you to take with that, and just see what is needed. Definitely a time to detox. But they actually say as well, at a new moon it is a really good time to step into detox energy. Anyone else that wants a message, because there's a couple of people on here, if you do, or you can email me if you don't want to do it on the live, that's fine, and I can catch up with you on email. But let's just have a look. I'm gonna pull another one. Oh my god, I love this message as well, guys. Like, I feel like this is just collectively. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I don't know if you can read it, but each moon ritual I do brings me closer to manifesting my dreams. And I think that is a really big reminder I just want to instill in everyone, is like going back in history and things, like people did have power, okay? Like these are the things people would be doing, is their own type of ritual, whatever that may mean for them, working with nature, working with the elements, earth, whatever maybe they use, herbs, candles, all sorts, because that is your own personal power. And even when so many other things can be stripped away from us, we still have our own personal power and source and energy to work with, so the unseen energies to work with. And I just think that's such a powerful reminder, and things like this, connecting and coming together and doing things in a positive way, is bringing you closer to those dreams. And that is obviously then symbolic of the full moon. So look at like today, what we've all kind of said or what we've written, our intentions, and then look then around the time of the full moon when things maybe come to fruition, like ready to be picked, and have a look, tune in with yourself, like how's that journey going for you with those things you want to bring into your life? Are you blocking yourself in any way? Are there other things that could be blocking you? So yeah, just really tune into that. That's a beautiful message. I forgot I had this deck. This deck is so old. I think my oldest deck is actually older than me. Like, it's one of the ones up on my shelf. Like, you can probably see it's a Native American deck, and I swear that deck is like, I don't know when it was. It might be late 1980s or 1990 or something, but that, I was like, that deck is super old, but I love it because sometimes the new decks, like, they can be a little commercialized for my liking. Sometimes I do prefer, like, you know, more old school messages that come through, and some of them I just love for their artwork as well. So that's only a small collection of all my decks. Like, I have more, but I think my house is going to need to turn into like multiple bookshelves to store all the books and oracle cards, tarot decks that I have, because I just have so many, but I love them. It's like one of my, you know, like what you could get excited about, like for me, that's what it is. Here's another beautiful message. Just like a flower, I grow with the sunlight and rest with the moonlight. So again, a time of personal growth. And remembering that we do need to give ourselves more time to rest. I know this modern world doesn't support it, but the times we're in energetically, they haven't been like this before in history. Let's put it like that. So there is so much going on energetically that our bodies and our systems are getting rebooted and recharged for. And then everything else life is throwing at us, because we're in this time of heightened ascension, which means heightened growth, change. So we are constantly growing and evolving, and with that we have to then give ourselves that time to rest and re-nourish. Then the next message that came up is I submit my intention to the moon, then surrender it to the sky. So again, that is about setting the intention, but then releasing the power and control and up and out into the universe. Will you ever make your own deck? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is crazy, because I swear the other lady, one of the other ladies on here, Margot, she actually said this to me. I'm pretty sure, Margot, if you're on here, confirm. I'm sure it was Margot who said, I'll probably end up having my own deck one day. And I'm pretty sure it was. And a few people have been saying this to me, so I feel like this is a sign I actually do need to do my own deck. And I don't know if my sister's on the live call. Okay, girl, if you're on the call, can you just let me know? Because she actually drew something and I want to show it. I want to show it on the call, but I don't know if she's going to approve if I can. But let me just see if I can. Let me see if it's there. One sec, guys. Hold on. I'm literally just going to find it. Oh yeah, here we go. I've got it. So she actually drew this. And I was like, yes, okay, she's confirming we did talk about it. So I think I do want to do my own deck, but my problem is I'm not good with art. Sorry, let me just move my camera. So yeah, I'm not the best with art. I have vision. I can talk a lot, as we all know. So I'd be great at writing the meanings. But she actually drew a picture of me. And I really liked it. Wait, I don't want to laugh. Okay, I don't even know if she's on the call, but if she watches it back, sorry, just putting your artwork out there, sis. But look, she drew this amazing picture of me, and the detail, and I was like, you're so gifted with your artwork. So I was just like, maybe she could be my illustrator, but I would need someone. I want to do my own decks, but I would need someone to do the artwork, because I don't really know how to like do it otherwise. I know there is some like new stuff now people are doing, like with technology and like AI and stuff, but that's not really I want like authentic, meaningful, like channeled, not like computer stuff, you know. I just want it to be original. So to answer that, along with writing my books, this is just another thing on the list. Ooh, let me write it on my list. Maybe I need to do my own deck. Let me write this on the list. Thanks for reminding me. Because I would just make this deck with so much love and healing for everyone that would receive it. Honestly, like, even before I gave each person their deck, you know, I'm just going to bless it for them and, like, put little prayers into it and positivity. So, yeah, because every day, that's another thing I do every morning, pretty much. I'll just choose a deck I'm drawn to and I'll just, like, pull a message out. And, yeah, and it just helps me. It helps me on, like, to give me some motivation for the day. Or if you're having like a really low day as well, like it can just give you sometimes that guidance. And I did find particularly, oh my gosh, let me just show you guys, like, so this is one of the decks that I got. This one was actually, I think when I went, it was like from Glastonbury, I think, and I just got drawn to it because of the two cats. Now prior to this, I've never been drawn to a tarot deck. I have one passed down to me through a grandmother, which again, actually, that's probably a really old deck because she must have had it for years. I don't even think they sell it anymore. That's how old it is. Mother Peace Tarot deck. I've never been drawn to it because I don't, me being the person I am, I don't like following rules anyway. So with tarot, there is a specific way to do it or a meaning, and if it turns this way or that way. So I've never really been into it like that. But that Crystal Magic deck, which is actually here, I just love the artwork on them. But those, I found when I was pulling like them for myself and the messages, they were so accurate. And I was like, wow, but they were really precise messages. So then what I'd go away and do is actually read up then on some of those messages, because that guidebook only gives a little bit. And often, anyway, if I was to like tune into just a card and read it, I can just read through the card and into the energy as opposed to what the book's telling me. Sometimes it aligns, sometimes, you know, you see what you see in it. But I did really love this deck anyway, and that's just for me like a morning ritual to start the day, and it does help because it centers and grounds you, and it just gives you that little bit of extra motivation. So yeah, full moons, I prefer to do more readings on the full moon, just because I feel like full moon has more energy to do, whereas new moon energy is a little bit more calmer. But yeah, I really love it. So any other questions, guys? If you're on the call, any other questions, or if anyone else did want a card, just let me know. And then then after that, I'm probably just gonna like tie up, send you all some more blessings out, and yeah, leave you with your lists to put out under the energies of the universe. Okay, just sending out some extra light and healing to everyone on the call and everyone who will be watching this back as well. We just ask to send extra light and healing out into your lives, and we ask that will be just sent to wherever it needs to go for your highest good, and just trust that it will flow into your life. Okay guys, I'm just sending you all in some healing now. And while you're just sat there, just focus on your breath. I just want you to breathe in, hand on your heart, wherever feels comfortable, and just breathe in that healing energy. And I want you to picture a golden light as you breathe it in, just running through your body, and in a beautiful, beautiful light of protection all around you. And then I want you to vision that golden light zipping up. So zipping up your energy field with that golden light, so you attract nothing but good energy and healing and light. And it also acts as a protective shield as well. So just visualize that for a couple of moments. And I'm just sending you all lots of love, lots of blessings, peace, and to supercharge all of your intentions, because that's really important, to supercharge your intentions for your highest good. And please keep me updated on the process of those as well, because I want to know how it falls for you guys. Because yeah, when I've done intention setting and stuff before, sometimes stuff comes through so quick, sometimes others doesn't. Sometimes maybe it's just a life lesson I've got to work on for life. But yeah, I love to hear, you know, when good things happen for people, even when not so good happens. Like, I'm still here for everyone. But yeah, so send that out to you all now. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take care, and I will catch up with you all soon. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you. Oh, thank you everyone for the comments. You're most welcome. That's really kind. Thank you.